guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I am going to be going over some questions that you guys asked me on Instagram and just giving you guys an update on how I've been doing since my surgery. I just passed 4 months post-op on the 20th. So a little background, I had weight loss surgery, VSG, the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and I did that on November 20th of 2020. So it's been 4 months already. The time is flying by, guys. So it's super exciting. If you are in the beginning processes of all of this, I know a lot of people have to go through that 6-month wait with their insurance. Well, at least a lot of people do. And I know that when I was in that position, I was like, this sucks. Like, I want this done like right now. But trust me, guys, the time goes by so fast. Like when you guys start the little program that they do, just so you can learn and everything that you need to know within those 6 months. Once you get enrolled and start with your first couple appointments, it goes by so fast. So my starting weight was 310 pounds. I am 5'9". And so since then, I've lost 69 pounds. So not just in the 4 months since surgery, I've lost about 45 pounds, but since 6 months ago, because before I had to go into surgery, like about 2 months before surgery, I had to start losing some weight. So in that time, I had lost around 24 pounds. So yeah, I did the 24 pounds before surgery. After surgery, the 4 months, it's been 45 pounds. So total 69, almost 70 pounds. It's just amazing. I'm so happy. So let's get into the questions that you guys had for me. I got a lot of good questions. So I had 2 sets of questions. So one says, how do you cope with the mental side of not being able to eat? So these questions were when I was fresh out of surgery and I had put up a poll for questions. So I guess that's what she's referring to, because now being 4 months out, I can almost eat anything. The only thing I don't eat is soda. Well, drink. I don't drink soda or a lot of other stuff, but soda mainly I don't drink, and bread. I just don't eat bread, but I do have like tortilla shells. I've had a couple sweets that obviously have carbs and stuff. I'm not a big pasta person, but bread is like one thing I stay away from. I'm like really scared of it just because I've heard like when you eat it and then it can expand in your stomach. So, but not being able to eat, I guess you're talking about the 2 weeks when I had to do the liquid diet. Well, I only had to do 1 week. And then after surgery for about 2 weeks, you really can't eat much either. So how did I cope with it? Honestly, I just kept myself busy. I kept reminding myself why I did it. And after like the first week that you have to do it, week to 2 weeks, after like the first couple days, it gets really easy. You kind of just like, how do I explain it? The closer you get to the surgery, you stop thinking about it because you're so nervous, so excited about your surgery. So it's like food's like the last thing on your mind. So I guess I just kept myself busy. So then someone said, can you share the weight loss support groups you're in on Facebook? Thanks. So yeah, I think I'm in like 3 of them, but I really only always go to the one group that has like the most people in it. And I'll just link that down below because I can't even remember the name. It's just like weight loss support group. I really think that's what it's called. So I'll link it down below. And if you guys have any, let me know, because I always love checking out Facebook groups. Like there's some good stuff on Facebook. So someone said, what did you drink as a meal replacement before surgery? And then my diet plan before surgery. Okay. So if you guys watch my previous videos, before surgery, I was actually drinking Slim Fast. I drink chocolate. I really like the chocolate one. They have a couple different flavors too, but Slim Fast was like my favorite, and I would use a blender bottle and I would put 1% milk and then the scoop of Slim Fast, and that was like my favorite because I know they have the pre-made ones too. But that's what I had before surgery. And then diet plan. Okay, so guys, I say tried now that I'm actually doing better, because now when I think about when I was trying to lose weight, I really don't feel like I was trying that hard at all, actually. So I was going to say, like, when I used to try to lose weight before, nothing worked. But actually, when I talked with my surgeon, there was this plan that they put me on, I want to say like a month before my surgery, to lose the weight. And the meal or the diet plan that they had me on, it was 2 snacks, 2 shakes, so 2 of those Slim Fast shakes, and 1 meal. And at first when they told me that, I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm going to be starving. But when I did it, it actually helped me lose weight, and it was really easy, because really, they give you like a sheet of what you're supposed to follow, but I did not like half of the stuff on that sheet. Like, there was like tuna, hard-boiled eggs. I would make them scrambled. So, you know, make your own off of that. But I would do my shake in the morning. Then it would be like every 2 to 3 hours I would eat. Then I would do my snack. Then I'd have my meal and my snack again, and then my shake right before bed. And it worked. That's really how I lost that 24 pounds. I just stuck to that until my liquid diet started. Then I had to be on the liquid diet for a whole week. And that week I lost like 9 to 10 pounds. It was crazy. And then I went into surgery. And then after surgery, I had to do like another 2 weeks of liquids and soft foods. So that's how a lot of the weight came off. It was actually really amazing. All right. So the next one says, hi, can you tell us the qualifications for someone to get the surgery and pricing? So I know one of the main factors is your BMI. If you have any type of health issues that is related to weight, you'll get qualified. And I think that's really it. So pricing, I actually was fully covered by my insurance. So if you have insurance, definitely talk with them first and see where they recommend you to go. And I didn't have to pay anything, so I really don't know the pricing. So then someone says, I feel dumb, but what did they do? Like, was it lap band, liposuction, question mark? Okay, so I got the vertical sleeve gastrectomy. There's a couple different ones, but pretty much what they did for me is everything is still intact inside. They went into my stomach, 5 different incisions. I'll show you guys my incisions too, how they're healing. And they literally cut your stomach in half. So if your stomach is the size of a football, they cut it to the size of a banana. So that's all that they did. It really is just so you eat less. So yeah. Someone said, do you feel by the end of the liquid diet you weren't having cravings? Yes. And like I was saying earlier, once you do your couple days of the liquid diet, the first like 3 days are the hardest, because you're getting off of all that other junk and stuff that you were eating, and you can only have like water, shakes, soup, jello, and like a couple pops and stuff like that. So yeah, the first days are the hardest, but after that, you are like completely cleansed. So I wasn't having as much cravings. Like, it definitely gets easier. After a few days, did your body get used to liquid diet? Yes, I just said that. How are you feeling? Is it painful? So now I'm feeling amazing. I have no regrets at all. It's been really, really amazing. But I guess you were talking about when I was right out of surgery. So it wasn't painful. It was definitely a lot more discomfort. It wasn't painful at any point. I would say the only thing that was painful a little bit, like I was just being dramatic, was having to give myself those blood thinner shots. Yeah, that was definitely like the most annoying part for me, that I felt was like a little painful because it was just uncomfortable, right? So yeah, even after when I got out of surgery, I wanted to walk right away. I was like, I need to get up, I need to walk. And that's really, you know, I feel like, because if not, if you just sit right after surgery, you're going to get like gas inside of you, and you're going to have to either burp. It's just going to be painful. So if you walk, it like gets rid of those gases. So it really, no, it wasn't painful. It was just discomfort for the first like 4 days after surgery, especially trying to sleep or trying to get up out of the bed. I'd have to have my hubby help me get up, but it wasn't painful at all. So someone then said, are you worried about loose skin? So that's a good question. I do worry about it sometimes, but honestly, now when I'm looking at myself, I feel like my body, I'll show you guys at the end how I look. I feel like I'm losing weight at a good pace, that it's not going to be so dramatic. And then like my arms, you guys can see like it's a little bit, but I don't feel like it's going to be so drastic. I just think 4 months out, if I just start doing some weightlifting and stuff like that, I feel like it should tone up just fine. But I did have 2 kids, and so I feel like my stomach is already stretched out a little bit. So I feel like, no, I'm not that too worried about it, but I feel like, I don't know, a lot of people do wind up with loose skin after weight loss surgery. It kind of just depends on how fast you lose the weight. So who were your biggest supporter and what made you do it? Okay, that's a good question. So obviously my hubby, he was there for me through all of it. He's the one who knew everything, was with me every single day through it. And what made me do it? So that's such a good question, because the way all of this started, I actually wanted to go get a tummy tuck before I even lost weight. Like, I know I sound crazy. And I had to meet with my primary doctor. So when I was telling her I wanted to do this, she was like, I was explaining to her, like, once I lost some weight, I was going to want to go get a tummy tuck. And she told me, well, if you are serious, because I was telling her, like, I'm going to need you on board to get, like, all my medicines and everything. And she's like, well, if you're really serious about losing weight, you know, once that time comes, I see that you lost weight, I will, you know, sign and do all of that for you. So, she had referred me to, she's like, well, if you're, you know, if you're losing weight is not working or whatever, you can try getting weight loss surgery. And I was like, no, like, I don't need to do that. I'm young enough. I'll be able to lose the weight on my own. And then something just hit me. Like, I don't know. I guess I started researching into it, and that's really what made me want to do it. And I'm so happy. And I actually feel like another girl that I was talking to from a Facebook group, she was telling me that she did the weight loss surgery before her tummy tuck, and she's so happy she did it that way, because now after she gets her tummy tuck, she feels like she won't gain that weight back as easy because she's going to have such a small stomach, you know, and as long as you keep doing what you have to do, your stomach is going to stay small. And I was like, that makes so much sense. So that's what made me go through and do it. But yes. So let's see what the next question is. I'm in the beginning steps and appreciate you being so open and helping. Thank you. So sweet. So how long did it take to get approved through your insurance? It took me, oh my goodness. So let's talk about that. So it took me longer than the 6 months, guys, actually. And at one point I was like, I don't even want to do this anymore because I'm getting frustrated. But it was just them making sure that I was healthy, and it was my own fault. So there's like a couple different things you have to do during that 6 month process. And one of them, I had to talk on the phone with like psychologists. I believe it's which one it is. I get that confused. So yeah, I had to talk with a psychologist, and when they had asked me something about like smoking, because I was a smoker, I didn't pass that part. And so they were like, you know, it has to be 6 months that you have not smoked, and it tacked on like another 3 months for me. And I was so mad when that happened. I was like, but everything happens for a reason. So it usually takes 6 months if you do what you need to do. Stop smoking. As like, if you're a smoker, just stop smoking at the beginning, because trust me, they won't let you continue. So what did you choose? Why did you choose the sleeve over the bypass? Okay, that's another good question. I get that one a lot. So I don't know. For me, in my mind, I was like, okay, this is going to be a lot less complications. And again, this is just what I thought. I don't know if this is even true. It was what I thought, my thought process. So in my head, it was like, okay, the sleeve is just that one cut, and then they, you know, staple it, whatever. Where the bypass, they cut a couple different organs and then reattach them. So in my mind, I was like, hey, that's a lot more cuts. I feel like that could be a lot more complications. But yeah, that's just why I did. And the sleeve, I feel like it's just talked about a lot more. So that's why I went with that one. And then it says, making meals has become boring. 3 months in and it's so limited what you can have. That one, so I'm 4 months out. I feel like I understand that, but it's going to get better like anytime now. Like I try everything, you know, I'll take a little bite of everything just to see. And I feel like I am the exact same before my surgery. I use a lot of spices. I eat jalapenos. Like I like spicy stuff. I don't ever have a problem with any of that stuff. So just like mess around, try new things daily. Don't be scared. You definitely can. So let's see. Do you feel a difference in your health or internally compared before and after surgery? Do you feel a difference in your health or internally? Yeah, I feel like a completely new person, like so much healthier. Like I just have so much more energy. So, but as like health in a bad way, like no, I don't think. I actually have to go get my blood work done, and I want to see. That's a really good question actually, so I have to update. I want to see like what my levels are now, so we could see once I do that. How do you stay on track? This, you know, the tool itself kind of forces you to stay on track, because you know, there will be days that, you know, not every day is a great day, and I'll see my hubby eating something and literally I just look at whatever it is and I'm like, okay, that's just gonna hurt my stomach, so I don't even want it, you know. So that is a huge thing in itself. The tool itself is what helps me stay on track. That's one of the reasons I got it done. So I'm so thankful for the tool, guys. Really, really I am. What are the requirements for surgery? Can I pay out of pocket / insurance? So I already answered that one. No questions, but encouragement. You look beautiful. Stay on track. So sweet. Food before and after. And how is it now? Food before and after. And how is it now? Oh my goodness, guys. Literally, we used to get fast food every single day. Like I'd be out, I'd stop, get fast food, like, and it was just like getting a toll on me. Like now, I hope that's what you're asking. Now, like, we cook all the time. We're always trying new recipes and stuff like that. So I don't know, that's just one of the main differences, just learning to cook with new food. That's one thing with me. I feel like I don't like cooking because I don't know how, but now it's just like become more fun to look up recipes and try to learn to cook. So that's one thing. Let's see. Oh my God, girl, all that process. How long did it take? Insurance? How much money? Okay. Do you work out? Someone said, do you work out? If so, how often? So I actually don't work out, but we did just get a house. So if you guys watch my other videos, we've been renovating this whole house. Literally every single room had to be redone. So we've been painting. We've been doing a lot of outside work, which has actually been a lot of fun. It's starting to get hot here again, so we've been moving all these bricks, digging, doing all this stuff. So even though I'm not working out like typical working out, I guess I am still getting a lot of activity in. I have 2 kids, so I'm constantly chasing them around up and down the stairs like all day, and then working on our house. So I guess just doing like, you know, simple workouts to start is good. Like if you just got your surgery done, go like for a walk around the block, you know, just get some walks in. But like as going to the gym, I haven't been doing that. But I do want to start incorporating like some type of weights, just because I want to work on my arms for sure. I think that's like my only problem area, because my stomach, if I do have excess skin, I feel like I will be getting a tummy tuck. And there's only a couple more questions, guys. So when did you first decide to go forward with the surgery? I answered that one. And okay, yeah, there's just a couple more. So someone said, do you regret having the surgery? So no, not at all. I'm so thankful for the surgery. I feel so good, and I feel amazing. The one thing that I will say that's been bothering me is hair loss. So I've always had super thick hair. You can't even really tell right now. I haven't really been able to physically tell that my hair looks thinner. But when I take showers, a lot of my hair is coming out. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I do get a lot of protein in. I haven't been taking my protein shakes recently as much, but I feel like I eat tons of protein. I'm always eating chicken, steak, salami, like all types of meats I eat, and a lot of protein. So I don't know what is making my hair come out so fast, but I've started taking vitamins. I'm taking prenatals. I feel like when I was pregnant with my kids and I was taking prenatals, my hair was always so growing so fast and so thick. And I'm also taking hair, skin, and nail gummies. So I just started that like a week ago. So I'll update you guys on how that is going. But even just sitting here, look, and going through my hair. Look at this. Do you guys see how much hair just came out? That's the only thing that's been upsetting me about the surgery. Everything else has been great. But I don't know. That's one thing you guys have to definitely consider, because when I was getting the surgery, I was like, okay, I think that I'll be totally fine because my hair has always been good my whole life. And, I thought it was only if you didn't eat protein and, vitamins. I'll admit I'm not great on my vitamins. I'm just now getting better on it. But I always was told that it was because of protein, and I always eat my protein. So to me, it's making it feel like that might just be a part of the surgery, because I know a lot of girls that I follow, they say the same exact thing, but they experience this, and then about 6 to 7 months out, it will stop and you'll be good. So I still have 3 more months of it. I hope taking the prenatals is going to slow it down. But that's just something for you guys to think about, because if you already have thinner hair, oh my goodness, it's just really discouraging. That's the one thing. All right, so the last couple of questions. Biggest advice to recover. I'm still in pain. I just had surgery. I am 2 weeks post-op. How did you manage to drink enough water? So my biggest advice to recover is just walking around, like I said earlier. As soon as you don't just lay in bed all day. I know that's what you're going to want to do because you're uncomfortable. But just at least walk up and down. If you have stairs, walk around in circles. That's what I would do, because you want your blood flowing too. You want to keep your blood flowing. You don't want to get blood clots. So just move around. And then how did you manage to drink enough water? So if you are 2 weeks out, I understand completely. I remember being there, and I would focus on getting my protein in. That's what because you're supposed to get a certain amount of protein in and then a certain amount of water in a day. And it's pretty hard considering you just got surgery. So, yeah, just do what you can to get it in. Just as long as you're getting your protein in, though, I'd say that's more important. I already sent 3 questions earlier, but thank you, girl. I immediately check IG for you. What are your favorite low-cal, high-protein snacks? I really like having salami, any type of deli meat and cheese, and green pepper, all wrapped up. That's one of my favorite snacks. I should have prepared. Low-cal, just anything definitely with proteins in it. Oh, actually, I lied. I have another one. So everyone's been making this. It's actually, so you go to Target and you get a mini waffle maker, or even any waffle maker really, and you take shredded cheese, right, and you can load whatever you want in it, top it again with cheese, and you put the waffle maker on. And I load mine up. I'll do cheese, chicken. I've done a ham, egg, and cheese one. I want to do, there's like a pepperoni pizza one that you could do with mozzarella cheese, pepperoni. Oh my goodness, there's so many, and low carb and definitely high calorie because or high protein because you're getting your cheese and whatever else toppings you put in there. So that's another good snack. And then, do you struggle post-op with what to eat every day, or ever get sick of eating the same thing? In the beginning, yeah, you do get sick of it. I was getting sick of it like after my first week after surgery. Well, after my first week, I would say like about 9 days, I want to say it was, they told me I could have string cheese and like a couple other things like a soft egg. So, yeah, after those couple days of just having an egg over and over again, like, but then it goes away quick. It goes away quick. You could start eating what you want, like changing it up, having like a little piece of egg, a little bacon, you know, switching it up, and it goes by quick. So, this is a good question though. No question, just wanted to say well done, and you're absolutely amazing and an inspiration. And then the last question is, do you feel under pressure when you're out for food with others to eat more? So that's a really good question, and I'm going to end it with that one. So I don't feel pressure to eat more, actually. I don't know what it is, but whenever I go out to eat, I feel like I can barely eat anything. And now I don't know if it's because I'm getting served on such a big plate and all of the food, I feel like I'm barely eating any of it, versus when I'm home, I make plates of what I know I can eat. So maybe it is a mental thing. That's why people tell you to eat off of smaller plates, because it feels like you're eating more. That is 1,000% true. 1,000% true. I do it all the time. And sometimes I even feel guilty because I keep forgetting that it's such small plates. And I'm like, dang, I feel like I just ate a lot, you know? But when I go out to eat, I'll have like a couple little bites and I'm like, oh my goodness, like I am so full. Like, and I look at my boyfriend, I'm like, I'm so full. I haven't even eaten anything, right? Just because we know how I used to be. Like when I used to go out to eat with him, I would eat a whole meal, like the same amount of food that he used to eat. So him seeing me only eat that much and me seeing myself only eat that is just really crazy to me. But I don't know. That's the end of the questions. I'm definitely going to be updating you guys probably in a couple months. You know, I wanted to do every single month, but I feel like it's better to do each month and then gather a good amount of info and give it to you guys. So, yeah, in a couple more months, I'll update you guys on, you know, once I get my blood work done, compare that, see if I'm better or worse. How my hair loss is going, if it stops, because like I said, literally just a couple days, it's probably almost been a week that I've been taking the prenatals 2 a day, and then 1 hair, skin, and nail vitamin, and then my Flintstone. So, you know, I'll update you guys on that. And if you guys ever think of any more questions, or if you guys want me to touch on something a little bit more, like maybe what I eat, stuff like that, let me know down below. Ask me some good questions, guys. I really like thinking about it and anything that will help you guys. So, but all in all, I do not regret the surgery at all. 70 pounds down. I feel so good. As of right now, like I said, I started at 310. I am 241 now. So that feels so good. My goal, I would be happy at 200, so 40 more pounds. I feel like that's good for me. I feel like I have a lot of muscle. Oh, let me also show you guys. But yeah, 200 would be good for me. Maybe 190, just to say I made it to a wonderland, right? So maybe around 190. But let me just show you guys how I look. So as you guys can see, I have, this is like the rest of my stomach, but I feel like it's not that bad. And then I just want to show you guys my scars, how they're doing. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one's right here. This is the biggest one. That's where the stomach came out. But yeah, guys, and then my arms. But yeah, guys, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.